Get ready with me while I tell you how I got kidnapped. So it was one day, and we were, like, all getting ready to, like, go out to this, like, party thing. And it was actually, like, right when I met my boyfriend, and he was gonna drive us. But before we, like, got to the party, everyone was like, don't come, like, there's literally, like, cops down the street. So we were like, obviously, we're not fucking going. Like, what? So me and my friend were like, okay, we'll just go to it. And we went, and we got there, and it was, like, it was, like, low-key boring. I don't really like it that much. Like, it was, like, I actually don't like it at all. Like, it was so boring, and I was, like, confused as fuck. Like, I was like, what is going on here? There's just, like, old men, like, dancing on 15-year-olds. Like, this is uncomfortable as fuck. What is this? Anyway, so it didn't close until 3 a.m. So my friend wanted to stay the whole time, and which is fine. Like, I didn't really care, but I was so bored. Like, I was just getting, like, so overstimulated, so I, like, sat, and, like, like, when you first walk in, like, there was, like, literally a bench, and I was just sitting on the fucking bench, just, like, chilling. So, anyway, it becomes time to exit to go home, and we call an Uber, and we can't fucking find the Uber anyway, like, actually at all. Like, we could not find the Uber. Like, we called it, and, like, I think someone, like, literally stole our Uber. Like, someone was, like, just completely stealing our Uber. And we're just, like, standing in the middle of Philly, like, not a nice part of Philly, like, just, like, there's, like, homeless people on the street, like, saying, like, hey, can I have money? Like, sorry, I don't have money either. If I had money, I would get another Uber. No offense or anything, but, like, and then, so we see, like, this, like, group of people. It was literally, like, 3 guys, 3 girls, and they were, like, we were like, where are you guys going? Because, like, we're literally lost and we need a ride someplace. And they were like, well, it depends where you're going, because we'll just go where you're going. And we were like, okay, we're going home, so please drive us home. And we were like, we literally would get in the car with any fucking random stranger. Like, that's how bad it was. And so we literally got in the car, and they were like, we gave them the address, and they just started driving the opposite way. Like, completely opposite. We were like, guys, like, this isn't the way to the house. Like, what are you doing? And they were like, we're taking you someplace different. We were like, alrighty, like, what the fuck, okay. But finally, I was like, take me the fuck home. Like, I'm actually gonna call the cops. Like, this is getting really stupid. Like, we were going on the highway, like, the opposite, like, part to, like, my house. Like, we were not going anywhere near my house. And I was like, I'm literally gonna call the cops, like, take me home. And they were like, oh, fine, we wanted to go find more parties. I was like, you're kidnapping me. Anyway, then finally we get home, and I'm literally freaking, like, so glad, because I'm, like, praying to my mother. I'm like, I'm gonna come home to you, like, anyway. So I didn't actually end up getting kidnapped, but I kind of did. Anyway, love you guys.
I legit almost got murdered the other night. I'm home alone. It's like 9:30 p.m. and I get a knock on my door. So obviously I don't answer. My dog starts going insane, and then a couple minutes pass, and then they knock again. All the blinds were closed, so I decided to run past the door, go upstairs to look out the front windows of our house to see if I could see, like, their car or kind of who it was. Guess what I see, you guys? Probably the sketchiest thing that I could have possibly seen. A tractor. A tractor parked out front of my house with a trailer attached to the back with a bunch of tools in it. And then it gets worse. Across the street from our house is just like a bunch of wetlands, and it always sketches me out because we've seen like mattresses and stuff down there, so I'm always thinking people are like hiding in there. Coming out of this freaking like wetlands field, I just see 3 flashlights. They are very clearly digging my freaking grave. So I grab my dog, run into my bedroom, lock the door, and then run into my closet where we have some windows that look out onto our front porch. I climb up all my shelves, and when peeking out the window, I can see the lights getting closer, and they start to walk up my steps. And it was just these 3 little boys. I still had no idea what they were doing, but like I could have taken them if I needed to, you know? So they ring the doorbell again. I'm sure y'all had seen, but the night before this, Utah got a huge freaking snowstorm. Like, we got almost like 2 feet at my house. But anyways, they ring the doorbell, I run and answer it, and these 3 little boys are standing there with their headlamps and their big shovels, and they're like, can we shovel your driveway for you? It was legit the cutest freaking thing ever. So I'm like, Yes, please. So I told them to come and knock when they're done, and like an hour and a half later, you guys, they come and knock. And I told them I needed one more favor while they were here because I had just unboxed a shit ton of stuff and had like 1,000,002 big boxes sitting in my house. So I'm like, will you guys please take these out to the garbage for me? They are just so happy and sweet and take these garbages out to the garbage can. So when they got back, I gave them $100 and the look on their faces, you guys, was absolutely priceless. It honestly just made me so excited to have kids because me and Taylor have talked a lot about how we want to raise our kids to be like little entrepreneurs. And these little boys were just out there freaking hustling so late at night, trying to make some cash, helping people out, doing something kind for their neighbors. Oh my gosh. And I can't forget to mention that they did the best freaking job. Like, no offense, babe, but way better than my husband. People are still raising some good freaking kids. For some reason, you guys, over anything else, I don't know why, it just got me even more excited to teach and raise kids with my husband. But here is the final makeup look, and if you're seeing this, pass it on and do something nice for somebody today. I love you guys.
Get ready for me while I tell you guys how me and my best friends almost got kidnapped. This also happened like 5 days ago, so it was pretty recent. Just for some background context, me and my best friends have been best friends for 10 years, and we basically grew up with each other, but we've moved over time. So we are like pretty like far away from each other. We live a couple of hours away from each other. So summer is basically like the only time that we really get to like see each other and hang out with each other since we're pretty like long distance. So since we're long distance, we were like, okay, let's hang out and just meet up in the middle. So it's just easier for both of us to, you know, like see each other so we don't both have to drive so far away. So we decided to meet in the city, which is right about the middle for both of us. And our parents trust us, obviously, like we're basically like sisters. So we don't influence each other to do anything bad. So our parents are like, okay, we're gonna leave you guys here and we're just gonna walk around the city and then we'll meet you back at Starbucks. And we're like, okay. So we decided to go to Brandy first, and we're walking to Brandy, and we see this really like old, like not like really old, but we see this old guy, and he's like kind of like sketchy. We didn't really think anything of him. We kind of just like didn't make eye contact, and then we just like kept walking because he was like right in front of us, but he was like lurking around. So like it was kind of obvious that he wanted to like talk to us or something. Anyways, it's kind of getting weird, and we're like, okay, honestly, like, let's just cross the street. And so we cross the street, and he's still on the same side that we, like, started walking from. So we crossed the street, so he's on the street across from us. And we were like, oh, now that he's, like, across the street from us, like, let's just not think about it or him, and let's just go to Brandy and, like, check the clothes there and blah, blah, blah. And at this point, we're, like, probably, like, a 5-minute walk away from Brandy. Like, we can see the store from a few feet away. So then this guy, the man, whatever, he literally starts like running to catch up to our length from the other side, and he starts screaming at us, and he's like, you girls are so beautiful, like blah blah blah. Like he's like commenting on our bodies, and like he's commenting on our looks and stuff like that. And he was just like, let me like get you girls like a drink or something, like Starbucks, like not like alcohol, because obviously we don't look like we're freaking like adults. And he's like, I'll buy you guys like a cake pop or something. And we're like, what the flip, like no. So we're literally like speed walking at this point, and he's like sprinting, and like we just don't say anything, like we're scared to death. We're like, what the hell is going on, like what? And we were like terrified. And basically, like, he's still, like, commenting, like, all this stuff about us and stuff like that. And he's like, you guys are so beautiful, like, let me say hi. We're like, no. Mind you, I've never had an experience like this before, so I was, like, literally terrified. And I was like, guys, I don't know what to do, because this has never happened to any of us. And it's 4 of us. It's me, my sister, Ava, and Liv. And I've talked about them in my videos before, and they're, like, the closest people on earth. So we're like, okay, no matter what, like, we have to stick with each other. Like, don't do anything stupid. Just ignore him, and let's just, like, sprint to Brandy.
We get to Brandy and we are just like, okay, we're inside, there's people in here, we're safe, it's fine. And we don't really like see him in our sight anymore. So I go and get some tops and like whatever, like clothes that I thought were cute, and I go and try them on. And when I come out the dressing room, I like look around through the windows of like Brandy, and I literally see the man lurking outside of Brandy, but he's in a car now. And at this point, I'm actually freaked out, and I can't really find my friends in Brandy because it's a small Brandy and it gets very, very crowded, so I can't really like find them. So I call them and they're not answering me. And at this point, I get freaked out. I'm like, what if they left? Like, what if that man like got them? So after me like freaking out and like crashing out that I can't find them, I find them. Two of them were in the dressing room, and then my sister was just walking around in the back of Brandy, and she was just trying to find clothes or whatever. Like, I'm so freaked out. I'm like, guys, what do we do? Do we call our parents? Like, what's happening? Because the thing is, we all parked in this parking lot that was kind of far away from Brandy, and I tracked my mom's location, and she's like a 20-minute walk from us, so it wouldn't really like be possible. I was like, guys, like, if you guys want to buy something, I honestly think that we should just leave Brandy and we should just go to Starbucks. Like, our moms told us to meet there. And I text my mom and I'm like, Mom, there's like this really like creepy ass guy, and he's really sketchy and he keeps following us, and she's not responding to my messages, which probably makes me think that she's busy talking to my best friend's mom. And I literally like freak out. I'm like, guys, let's just get out of here. So basically we leave Brandy and the guy is literally there, and we're like, oh my god, no, like, let's just like walk the other way that his car is pointing. His car is pointing that way, and we just decide to walk that way, and we're like, okay, that's like pretty smart idea. Let's just walk pretty fast and maybe we can find like a cafe or something that we can go like sit at. We're walking and he literally makes a U-turn and he's speeding down to catch up to us, and he rolls down his window and he was like, I can pay for your clothes, like all of this, just like hop into my car, I'll give you guys a ride back into that store that you guys came out from, like I'll pay for it, I have my card out here. And he pulls out this credit card and he's like, I'll pay for it, I'll give you guys like extra cash so you can guys like buy whatever you want. And we're like, no, we're literally gonna get like kidnapped and killed in there. So we literally start sprinting down the road, and in the city, like, I'm not gonna specifically say like where from, but like when you go down, it's like downhill, but when you go up, it's like uphill, so you have to like walk a little, like it's like a little more of like a hustle to walk up, and then you're like feel like you're gonna fall down if you run down the sidewalk. So we were like sprinting, we were going pretty fast, and I was so scared. I felt like I was gonna fall down and like he was gonna catch me. It was so scary. So at this point we're all scared, and I'm like, you know what, like I'm done with this shit, like this needs to stop. So I pull up my phone and I literally told him, I'm literally gonna call 911 if you don't freaking leave us alone. And he was like, no, like don't do that, blah, blah, blah. So I dial 911 and they come and I tell them everything. And they hunt down his license plate because I told him, or told the police officer. And they come down and they like pull him over and blah, blah, blah. And they like start talking to him, and like the officer is like questioning us and shit of like what happened, what we witnessed. So after a while they still have him, and the police officers let us go. So we literally ran to our moms after we went, and we met up in Starbucks, like I'm gonna say like 15 minutes after the whole incident happened. And they're like totally freaked out, and they're like, oh my god. We're so scared. I was like, this has never happened to me my entire life. So that's basically what happened, and we're all okay now, but it was a pretty scary experience, and this video is super long, so sorry. Anyways, bye guys, stay safe.
Get ready with me while I tell you how I went to Texas a week ago and there was a serial killer and I didn't even know. I went to Austin, Texas to go and visit my sister because she lives there, and I posted a TikTok about it. I see a comment, and by this point I'm already in Texas because I posted it when I was maybe like 2 hours away from Texas. It was like, oh, be careful of the serial killer that's in Austin right now. I was like, what do you mean? So naturally, I tell my sister about it, and I'm like, is there a serial killer, like, loose? Like, what is this comment? Like, is this true? My sister is like, yeah, it's called the Rainy Street Ripper. There was 38 bodies found in Lake Bird, and the police is saying that is a serial killer or could be possible drownings, which, like, how do you not know which one it is, you know? So I was just like, okay. And I want to say, like, a couple days into the trip, we ended up going to a water park. So we're at this water park, like, all day, and it's me and my boyfriend, my 2 sisters, their husbands, and their kids. I want to say it gets to, like, 6:30 maybe, and the kids and my sisters are ready to go home. So it's a water park, and then, like, there's a bunch of games and stuff, and you can walk down to the lake. It's not Lake Bird, it's Lake Travis, but you can walk down to the lake, and there's a dock, and you can swim and everything. So me and my boyfriend were like, oh, wouldn't it be fun to stay back a little bit and then Uber home to watch the sunset on the dock? At this point, it's like 7 o'clock, and we say bye to my family. We're going over there to sleep later because we're staying at my sister's. So we swim in the lake for a little bit, and it was really fun. And then it gets to like 8:30, and you know, the sun is starting to set and everything. I'm kind of getting like scared a little bit, and I'm like, okay, like how long does an Uber take? Because we've never taken an Uber before, and I was like, okay, like let's just check it and make sure. My boyfriend doesn't even have the Uber app, so we have to download that. We accidentally downloaded the wrong one. We downloaded Uber Eats. Yeah, trying to get an Uber ride. So when we figured it out, it was like 9:20, and it's like dark. Like, I don't know what happened. The sunset went like by like that. It was completely like pitch black, and nobody is at this water park, so we have to walk. So here's the dock, the water park's up here. We have to walk around like that, and we're walking and we're fine, right? We're sitting at the front entrance of the water park, and we see a van and a guy driving, and he drives past us going 20 miles an hour, and we don't really think anything of it because there's a bunch, not a bunch, but there was like 15 cars that had passed us by this time. We're sitting there waiting for our Uber. That also took a while. So I don't even know what time it was. It was really dark, and my phone had died. My boyfriend's phone was also about to die, so that was really not fun. As we're waiting for our Uber, the same white van passes us again, and I'm like, hey, like, that van already passed us. And when they drove past us, they were like staring us down. Like, him and my boyfriend literally had like a stare down. It was actually crazy, and I was so afraid and scared. And he drives, and I watch this van pull into a driveway. I got so caught up in my story, I forgot to put this on before my concealer. But anyways, back to the story. This van pulls into the driveway, like down the road a little bit, and reverses and comes back towards us. As it's like pulling into the driveway, I tell my boyfriend, I'm like, let's go hide, because I'm not dying today, and I'm not getting kidnapped, and you're not gonna get shot and then leave me to get kidnapped. And no, that's not happening today. I'm from the country, and I'm not about it. Like, I don't do like the city by myself, especially with just 2 people. Like, no. And I take off my shoes because I'm wearing slides, and if I need to run, I'm sprinting. We're at the front entrance of the water park, so there's this like ramp, and I'm like, come on, we're gonna go lay on the ramp and hide behind these plants. So I am laying down on this ramp, and so is he, and he's a big guy. He's like 6'4". I'm like not that afraid, but I'm still afraid because, like, what if this guy has a gun? Like I don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm just trying to be the safest I can possible. I see this guy reverse and pull back to where we were going like 5 miles an hour. I'm getting out of breath talking about this because it like actually scared me so bad, and like he can see us on this ramp, I'm pretty sure, because it was not like steep, it was like that, and we were like crouching down, and I was actually so afraid. And we watch, and we get up because the van passed. We walk a little bit outward. We see him pull in right next to the water park, and then these red lights start flashing. So I don't know if it was like hazards or I don't know what else on a car, but we see these red lights start flashing, and I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna get out of this van and come and kill us. Like, what do we do? In my head, I'm like, is this the serial killer coming to kill us? Like, it was a Mexican man, I think, and I know people say like the cartel, and stuff like that because it's close to the border. And I was deadass like, oh my god, like this is where I'm gonna get sex trafficked. Like everything in me was like, I need to run. Like I ran down the street and my boyfriend's like, Kaylee, just come back, like it's gonna be okay, like our Uber is 1 minute away. And I'm like, okay, like I'm like freaking out because I'm like, I do not want to die today or tonight. And our Uber's 1 minute away. Our Uber finally gets there. Thank God. He was literally a saint. I loved him. We had never taken an Uber before, keep in mind, and so we tell him about what happened. He's like, that's actually scary. And I'm like, I know. Like, and we have never been here before. Like, this is maybe our like second day here, and I can't believe that even happened. We got home and we told my family what happened. Keep in mind, my phone was dead, so they were all calling me like, where are you, like freaking out. Good thing we made it home. I'm back in Iowa. And don't stay out after dark if you don't know where you are and if it's not a big crowd of people. I know I should have thought smarter, but like it was literally like a kid water park, so I didn't really think anything of it. But I'm running out of time, but thanks for listening to my story. Bye.